shadows cutting through the river fall. I knew that silver badge before he raised it. Same damn lawman who put my brother in the ground. The horses kicked against the frozen water. Rifles flashed beneath the breaking sky. I felt the oro burning in my blood and knew there wasn't anywhere left to hide. I won't die quiet with a bullet in my back. I won't give them one more mile of my life. I've been running every road they tried to close. I've been fighting every man they sent tonight. Let the rifles roll across this river. Let the whole damn county hear the sound. If they're coming for the man they couldn't break, they better come and put me in the ground. The first shot ripped the morning wide open. I hit the mud and rolled behind the rocks. Lead tore splinters from the cottonwood branches while their horses bucked and scattered down the bank. I came up shooting through the smoke and gravel, dropped one rider before he found his aim. Another lost his rifle in the water, and the sheriff turned his horse and ran. I could have chased him through the timber, but something in the smoke made me stop. There was more behind that silver badge than every bullet they had brought. I won't die quiet with a bullet in my back. I won't give them one more mile of my life. I've been running every road they tried to close. I've been fighting every man they sent tonight. Let the rifles roar across this river. Let the whole damn county hear the sound. If they're coming for the man they couldn't break, they better come and put me in the ground. I tracked that sheriff underneath the railroad bridge. Found him hiding where the river narrowed down. His coat was torn and blood ran from his shoulder, but he still wore that silver like a crown. He finally told me what my brother uncovered. Names and payments buried underneath the courthouse. Every judge and deputy had taken dirty money, and my brother died because he wouldn't stay quiet. I dragged that ledger from beneath the old courthouse, carried every name into the morning light. The men who ruled that county watched their fortunes crumble as every dirty secret made its way outside. I could have put a bullet through the sheriff, could have left his body sinking in the river, but I wanted him alive to face the people who had spent their whole lives living under him. I'll die quiet with a bullet in my back. I won't give them one more mile of my life. I've been running every road they tried to close. I've been fighting every man they sent tonight. Let the rifles roar across this river. Let the whole damn county hear the sound. They tried to bury truth beneath the courthouse, but they couldn't keep me underground. I won't die quiet, not after what they took, not after every mile that made me who I am. They can keep their badges and their crooked kingdom. I'm riding west with nothing left to fear. The courthouse doors were burning in the distance. Morning broke across the river behind me. I heard the county shouting as I rode away, but I never turned to see who followed. Some men spend their lives running from the past. I rode until the past could not catch me. all get lifted. Their wives stood watching from the porches along the road. They carried rifles, bedrolls, and enough ammunition for 3 days. Nobody thought that ride would be their final journey. The horses knew the road, the men knew their guns. Nobody knew the danger waiting beyond the county line. 6 men rode out that morning, 6 shadows fading down the road. They carried promises back home and never carried them back. Some roads don't lead to anywhere, some names don't make it home. You can leave with 6 riders and come back riding alone. I found the trail 2 days later beyond the river. Spent cartridges were scattered underneath the pine trees. One saddle lay broken beside a blood-stained wagon wheel. Another man's coat was hanging from a cedar branch. I followed the tracks until they disappeared into the canyon, then found 4 horses drinking beside the creek. Their saddles were empty and their reins were still dragging. That was when I knew somebody wanted them forgotten. The trail kept running west, but the bodies weren't there. Someone had moved the dead, someone had covered their tracks. 6 men rode out that morning, 6 shadows fading down the road. They carried promises back home and never carried them back. Some roads don't lead to anywhere, some names don't make it home. You can leave with 6 riders and come back riding alone. I followed fresh tracks toward an abandoned mining camp. 3 horses stood saddled outside a collapsed timber shack. Through the broken window, I saw the rifles stacked together and 6 bloody coats hanging beside the doorway. I waited until darkness settled across the mountain, then slipped inside before the killers returned. The ledger showed exactly who had paid for everything, and the sheriff's name was written beside the highest amount. I rode back before the sunrise reached the valley. 6 families were waiting for riders who would never return. I laid their weapons across the table one by one, then told them where the trail had finally ended. Nobody cried until I mentioned who had ordered it. The sheriff had sent them out to disappear. Those 6 men had found something worth killing for, and their deaths were meant to bury what they knew. 6 men rode out that morning, 6 shadows fading down the road. They carried promises back home and never carried them back. Some roads don't lead to anywhere, some names don't make it home. You can leave with 6 riders and come back riding alone. chairs are standing in those houses. 6 pairs of boots won't cross those wooden floors. The county took their lives and called it business, but their names are riding through these streets forever. I left their rifles beside the family's empty chairs, then saddled up before the town could wake. 6 men never came home from that road, but the truth came riding back in their place. Opposite sides that morning, dust rolled behind them as they crossed the open pasture. I knew both families had been killing each other for years, and every man riding carried enough hatred for 10 men. Nobody reached for peace, nobody came to talk. Hands stayed close to leather, and horses started walking. There was blood on the county line before the first gun fired. Old grudges riding in with them, and every man's heart was wired. You can't bury what they carry, you can't drown it in the rain. When the rifles start to answer, somebody's gonna pay. I rode between those riders before somebody pulled the trigger. Carter's boys had come looking for the man who killed his son. Mason's brother swore Carter started everything years ago. Neither side could remember where the first shot came from. Then somebody fired from somewhere beyond the cottonwood trees. A horse went down and the whole damn line erupted. I hit the ground while bullets tore through the morning, and watched 20 years of hatred turn into murder. The horses broke loose, the rifles wouldn't stop. Men were falling everywhere, and nobody knew who started it. There was blood on the county line before the first gun fired. Old grudges riding in with them, and every man's heart was wired. You can't bury what they carry, you can't drown it in the rain. When the rifles start to answer, somebody's gonna pay. I crawled behind the marker and found old Carter bleeding. He grabbed my coat and told me something I never expected. His son had started killing months before that morning. He blamed the Mason family to cover what he'd done. Then Carter's youngest came running through the smoke toward us. He raised his pistol when he saw his father alive. I fired first and watched him fall beside the marker. Then every rifle slowly lowered underneath the morning sun. Carter stared at the body lying where his son had fallen. Mason walked forward with his rifle hanging from one hand. Neither man had anything left worth fighting over. Just dead sons and years they could never take back. I told them hatred had already taken enough from both sides. The county marker stood between every grave they made. Nobody answered when the wind moved through the grass. They just started carrying their dead toward home. There was blood on the county line, and nobody won that day. Two families came looking for justice and left with more graves to bury. You can't bury what they carry. You can't drown it in the rain. When the rifles start to answer, somebody's gonna pay. Now the county line still bears the scars they left behind, and every rider knows a story when they pass. Some roads remember every man who fell upon them, and some debts never disappear with time. I rode west while the families carried their dead home. The smoke was fading underneath the evening sky. Nobody called it justice when the shooting finally ended. Just another road where too many men had died. Thought the law still meant something when a man swore an oath. Then they dragged a young ranch hand through the courthouse with somebody else's blood still drying across his shirt. The judge wouldn't meet his mother's eyes. The sheriff stood smiling beside the door. I felt that badge turn heavy against my chest and wondered what the hell I'd been wearing it for. Ain't no mercy in this land when the law belongs to the highest bidder. Good men kneel while crooked men stand, and every judge keeps looking the other way. You can pray until your voice gives out. You can swear the truth will set. justice anymore to me. I followed those deputies beyond the Cottonwood Creek that evening. Found the boy tied bloody against an old fence post. They told me he'd confessed after they worked him over, but his hands were still shaking, and his story never changed. The sheriff said some men needed breaking before learning. Then he laughed when I told him I'd seen enough. I looked at that young man's face and knew right then the badge on my chest had become part of their life. I pulled the star from my coat, let it fall into the mud. 12 years disappeared beneath my boots when I turned my back on them. Ain't no mercy in this land when the law belongs to the highest bidder. Good men kneel while crooked men stand, and every judge keeps looking the other way. You can pray until your voice gives out. You can swear the truth will set you free, but when justice comes with a price on it, it ain't justice anymore to me. For me before the sun reached over the ridge. 7 riders carrying rifles and the sheriff's warrant. I took the ranch hand through the creek bed before daylight. His mother waited with a lantern burning beside her door. We barely reached the old county bridge before they found us. The sheriff shouted that I'd die for turning against him. I raised my pistol while the boy disappeared into darkness. Then every rifle on that bridge started tearing through the morning. The first rider fell before he reached the river. Another lost his rifle when the smoke rolled over. The sheriff stayed behind them and kept giving orders until his own men started seeing what he'd become. He reached for the star I thrown away that morning, held it up like it could still protect him. I told him no piece of metal could save him when the men wearing it had already sold their souls. Ain't no mercy in this land when the law belongs to the highest bidder. Good men kneel while crooked men stand, and every judge keeps looking the other way. You can pray until your voice gives out. You can swear the truth will set you free, but when justice comes with a price on it, it ain't justice anymore to me. Ain't no mercy left for men who sell the truth. Ain't no badge can make a crooked man clean. I walked away before they buried another innocent man and left that county with its lawless kings. The boy made it home before the morning was over. His mother held him like she'd never let go. I rode west with that old badge left behind me, and never wore another man's law again. 3 days of hard riding had already emptied my canteen. The horse beneath me was starting to lose its footing, and every mile behind me carried another armed rider. The sun kept climbing, the water kept running out. I could hear them coming, but I couldn't turn around. The road is weak, and I learned that the hard way. It takes your blood, your horse, your name, then asks you for another mile. You either keep your boots moving, or you become another stone. Out here nobody saves you. You survive or you don't. By the second night my horse finally dropped beneath me. I cut the saddle loose and walked into the darkness. The moon gave me enough light to find the river, but the river was nothing more than cracked stone. I found an abandoned shack beyond the dry creek. Inside was an old rifle and half a bottle. I heard riders crossing the ridge before I touched either, so I took the rifle and disappeared into the rocks. No horse beneath me, no town behind me. 3 bullets in the rifle and blood drying on my shirt. The road eats the weak, and I learned that the hard way. It takes your blood, your horse, your name, then asks you for another mile. You either keep your boots moving, or you become another stone. Out here nobody saves you. You survive or you don't. Before the first light reached the canyon, 4 riders spread wide across the ridge above me. I waited until the lead man stepped beside the shack, then dropped him before he could call the others forward. The second man fired wild and shattered the window. I rolled through the doorway and came up shooting. The last 2 riders turned their horses toward the valley, but I followed their tracks until the canyon swallowed them. One man survived and crawled behind a fallen cedar. He begged me for water while blood soaked through his shirt. I gave him the last drink from that half-empty bottle, then asked who would put the price upon my head. He told me the sheriff wanted me alive by sundown, said there was something waiting back inside the county. I left him there and took his horse before sunrise and rode toward the place I'd spent days escaping. The road eats the weak, and I learned that the hard way. It takes your blood, your horse, your name, then asks you for another mile. You either keep your boots moving, or you become another stone. Out here nobody saves you. You survive or you don't. Took everything I thought I needed, left me nothing but a rifle and a reason. So let them come riding down that highway. I'll be waiting where the road comes home. I rode back toward the county, before the morning. The same road that nearly killed me carried me home. I had no water left and no fear left either. Sometimes a road don't break a man, sometimes it shows him what he is. County border, drag me through a mining camp with chains around my wrist. The men who took me thought the money made them kings. They never asked why I was still smiling through the blood. I'm locked around me, smoke filled the room, but something in the darkness was already breaking loose. I walked out with the night still burning, left the chains lying cold behind me. They thought they had the road beneath me, but the road was never theirs to keep. Every scar became another reason. Every mile kept pulling me back home. They tried to bury me beneath that darkness, but I came back harder than before. They kept me underneath the old mill by the river, fed me just enough to keep me breathing through the winter. Every night I heard the guards drinking upstairs, and every morning I measured every weakness in their routine. I found a loose stone beneath the iron floor, then spent 3 nights digging through the frozen dirt. By the 4th night I had a tunnel under the wall and one stolen pistol waiting beneath my coat. The lock finally opened, the night was on my side. I left their walls behind me and took the river road. I walked out with the night still burning, left the chains lying cold behind me. They thought they had the road beneath me, but the road was never theirs to keep. Every scar became another reason. Every mile kept pulling me back home. They tried to bury me beneath that darkness, but I came back harder than before. I reached the county before the first snow started falling. Found a man who sold my name waiting inside the saloon. He thought the river had carried my body away forever, and never noticed the door closing behind him. His men reached for their pistols when they saw me, but fear got there before their hands could move. I laid the stolen ledger witnesses beneath the old mill floor. They thought killing one man would keep their secret, but every page I carried home could tear them down. I left the ledger where the whole town could read it, then walked outside before the shooting started behind me. I heard the first chair hit the floor and knew their kingdom was already coming apart. I walked out with the night still burning, left their chains lying cold behind me. They thought they had the road beneath me, but the road was never theirs to keep. Every scar became another reason, every mile kept pulling me back home. They tried to bury me beneath their darkness, but I came back harder than before. I walked through every hell they built around me and came out with my name still mine. They can keep their money and their crooked county. I took back the light they thought they'd bury. I rode west when the courthouse lights went dark. The old mill burned behind me through the night. I never looked back at the men who chained me. Some prisons lose their power when a man walks free. I came back down the county road with the sun already falling. The town I remembered stood broken underneath the sky gone red. Men with rifles watched the streets from every darkened doorway. Nobody recognized me, or maybe nobody wanted to. The church bell swung above an empty street. A rifle cracked somewhere behind the courthouse. I felt the whole damn town holding its breath and knew I'd come back too late. There ain't no country for the living, not where the strong men own the law. Every road leads somewhere darker, every door hides what you saw. You can run until the daylight, you can ride until you're gone, but the land remembers every sinner and it knows what you've done wrong. I found my brother's name carved deep into the jailhouse wall. 3 winters had passed since anyone had seen him alive. The sheriff told me he'd run west after stealing money, but I knew my brother better than that bastard did. I crossed the street toward the ruins of the old saloon, found his revolver buried underneath sheriff followed with his men before the morning came. He offered me money if I handed over every page. Then he offered my life if I kept my mouth shut. I looked at all those names beneath the faded courthouse seal, and finally understood why my brother never came home. He found the truth this county spent years burying, and now they were afraid I'd finish what he started. I walked back through town with that ledger in my hand, every window filled with faces watching from the darkness. I threw those pages across the courthouse steps and watched the names scatter underneath the morning wind. The sheriff reached for his gun beside the courthouse door, but half the town had already seen what he had done. Nobody moved when he finally lowered his weapon. For the first time, that badge meant nothing there. There ain't no country for the living, not where the strong men own the law. Every road leads somewhere darker. Every door hides what you saw. You can run until the daylight, you can ride until you're gone, but the land remembers every sinner, and it knows what you've done wrong. I left that county with my brother's revolver and every secret burning behind me. Some places don't deserve another chance, some roads are better left behind. I rode west while smoke rose over the courthouse. The morning sun finally broke across the empty fields. I never looked back toward that dying county, but I carried my brother's name wherever I rode. Three hard knocks came through my cabin door long after midnight. Rain was beating heavy while the horses kicked inside the barn. I killed the lamp and watched 6 shadows cross the window. Then I heard my brother's old name whispered outside again. The whole town was sleeping, but I knew better than that. When the wolves start moving, you keep your gun close. The living don't sleep when the night starts hunting. You keep one hand ready and your back against the wall. Every sound outside could be somebody coming. Every shadow moving might be waiting for you. You don't trust the dark when the town goes silent. You don't trust the law when the lanterns burn low. You stay alive until the morning finds you. Then you ride before they know. the cemetery. The sheriff came first with 4 men riding behind him. He carried a shovel and my brother's revolver. They stopped beside a grave nobody had marked there. The sheriff started digging beneath the frozen ground. I knew then what my brother had died protecting. Stepped from the darkness with my pistol drawn. The sheriff froze when he saw me standing there. His men reached for steel, but nobody fired first. I told them they'd spent enough nights hunting ghosts, then pointed toward the grave beneath their boots. My brother had buried proof before they killed him, names of every man who owned this county. The sheriff knew the secret could destroy them all, so he ordered every rifle pointed straight at me. The living don't sleep when the night starts hunting. You keep one hand ready and your back against the wall. Every sound outside could be somebody coming. Every shadow moving might be waiting for you. You don't trust the dark when the town goes silent. You don't trust the law when the lanterns burn low. You stay alive until the morning finds you. Then you ride before they know. The living don't sleep when the truth comes knocking. You learn real fast who was hiding in the dark. I came looking for the reason my brother vanished and found a whole damn county afraid of what he'd marked. I left before sunrise with the ledger underneath my coat. Behind me the churchyard stayed quiet beneath the falling rain. The town was still breathing when I crossed the county line, but nobody there would sleep the same again. Three riders kept my trail through the timber behind me. Their rifle fire kept breaking through the silence around me, and every mile brought their horses closer to mine. I knew they were coming, I knew they wouldn't stop, so I kept riding west until the darkness started breaking. Cold steel in my hand when the morning comes, smoke hanging low where the night was done. I've been running hard, but I ain't running scared. Let them come find me if they think I care. Every scar they gave me made me harder. Every mile they chased me made me meaner. When that first light cuts across the sky, I'll be standing when the last rider dies. I reached an abandoned ranch just before the daylight broke. Tied my horse behind the barn and waited inside. a killing ground. The roof started breaking, the horses tore loose. I loaded one more round and waited for the smoke. Cold steel in my hand when the morning comes, smoke hanging low where the night was done. I've been running hard, but I ain't running scared. Let them come find me if they think I care. Every scar they gave me made me harder. Every mile they chased me made me meaner. When that first light cuts across the sky, I'll be standing when the last rider dies. Rider trying to reach the northern road. He dropped his rifle when I dragged him from the saddle. He told me the sheriff had paid them to bring me back, said there was money waiting if they delivered me alive. I asked why the sheriff wanted me so badly. He said my brother had left something behind before dying, a ledger filled with names that could destroy the county. And I was the only man still looking for it. I could have left him bleeding beside that empty highway. Could have taken his horse and ridden farther west. But I needed someone who knew where the money went, and someone had to carry my message back home. I told him the sheriff could keep his silver. I wasn't riding anymore because I was afraid. I was riding back because I finally knew the reason, and somebody was gonna answer for it. Cold steel in my hand when the morning comes, smoke hanging low where the night was done. I've been running hard, but I ain't running scared. Let them come find me if they think I care. Every scar they gave me made me harder. Every mile they chased me made me meaner. When the first light cuts across the sky, I'll be standing when the last rider dies. Cold steel riding heavy underneath my coat. No more running from the man who sent him. The road behind me is finally finished, and I'm riding back toward the county. The sun came up across a broken ranch that morning. I saddled up while smoke still drifted through the trees. The men who hunted me were finally behind me, and the men who sent them were waiting ahead. Smoke rolled across the rooftops while the church bell rang. Every road behind me was already crawling with riders, and every man inside was looking for a way out. The gate was coming down, the horses started screaming, rifles flashed through the smoke, and I knew time was gone. I was the last man through the gate, with the whole damn town behind me. I heard the rifles tearing through the night, but nothing was gonna stop me. They can close every road they want, they can put a price upon my head. I kept my boots inside those stirrups and rode until the last shot died. I kicked my horse straight toward the burning timber. Bullets punched through wood and sparked against the iron. The gatekeeper fell before he could pull the chain, and half the town was trapped behind the closing doors. I grabbed the reins and pulled him from the horses, then drove my shoulder through the smoke beside him. We made the opening just before the iron dropped, and watched the town disappear behind the flames. No time for looking back, no time for another man. The road was still open and I had one chance. I was the last man through the gate, with the whole damn town behind me. I heard the rifles tearing through the night, but nothing was gonna stop me. They can close every road they want, they can put a price upon my head. I kept my boots inside those stirrups and rode until the last shot died. Caught me before the river crossing open. They spread across the road and raised their rifles. The man in front wore the sheriff's silver badge and carried orders with my name across the paper. He told me every bridge behind me had been burned, said there was nowhere left except the river. I looked at that black water rushing beside us, then turned my horse and drove straight into it. The first shot cracked as we hit the current. The second rider lost his horse beneath him. The sheriff followed with his pistol raised high, but the river pulled a saddle underneath the water. I climbed the far bank bleeding and barely breathing, looked back and watched him fighting against the current. I could have waited there and finished what he started, but some men deserve to face the truth alive. I was the last man through the gate, with the whole damn town behind me. I heard the rifles tearing through the night, but nothing was gonna stop me. They can close every road they want, they can put a price upon my head. I kept my boots inside those stirrups and rode until the last shot died. Now the gate is burning somewhere far behind me, and the county can't reach me through the river. I got one road running west beneath these horses, and nothing left that they can take from me. The morning found me riding through the open country. Smoke was fading somewhere behind the eastern hills. I never turned to see who made it through that gate. man riding free.